Oh, that's right. We're gonna bust some ghosts. But for those of you who noticed that this is obviously Ghostbusters 2 and freaking out, that game was horrible. Yeah, I agree. It wasn't a very good game, but that's not the game we're playing. Uh, since I started doing Let's Plays, every once in a while I'll find a game that wasn't released here in the States that's usually pretty good or unique or interesting. You know, like the Splatterhouse game on the NES. I had no idea that existed. But now turns out that there was another Ghostbusters game based on the second game that was never released here in the States. And it's safe to say that it is much better than the two Ghostbusters games we did get. Better than 1 and 2 that we got here in the States. But, I mean, it's a good game, but it's not a great game. It does have some issues. Mainly it has two major flaws, but I won't get into that right now. You'll find out when you watch the Let's Play, because I whine about them, like I always do. But yeah. So it's Ghostbusters 2 for the NES. I think it's called the Real Ghostbusters 2. And of course, obviously, here's my picture. They're in front of Vigo, the evil haunted painting, and you can see my two characters are joined the Ghostbusters. Don't they look good in their nice Ghostbuster uniforms? And of course, Bear has noticed Slimers around. But yeah, I'm actually kind of fond of this picture. Maybe it's just the Ghostbuster fan in me. But yeah, let's get this sucker started, shall we? Ghostbusters 2. Okay. Woohoo! Yay! Wow. Very nice translation of the song. And it's all on here, not just a small bit. Just by this opening, I can tell this is going to be a much better game than the other NES Ghostbusters. I'm turning it up just a little bit so you can hear the awesomeness. Oh, even the intro screen's entertaining me. This is going to be a fun Let's Play. Alright. The new Ghostbusters. I'm sure I already explained it in the picture. This is probably the beginning of each of these is probably the hardest part because I'm tempted to explain everything, but I know I already did in the picture part, but I always forget something. So I'm tempted to just do it again, but that just makes these things monotonous and boring. Monotonous and boring. So I try not to repeat myself too much. Let's see, alright. We can pick all 4 Ghostbusters. Winston even, and what? Why is Winston blue? Oh my god. He's blue. So you're telling me that the NES didn't have the color palette to make him the right color? Game finally puts in Winston, gives him enough respect to have you be able to pick from him, and they screw up his color. Poor Winston, he can't get any respect. Oh, Lewis! You can pick from Lewis too. 5. That's right, he becomes a Ghostbuster in part 2. That's awesome. Man, this is already a much better game than the other ones. Well, Peter, Ray, Egon, Winston. I'm sorry, I'm old-fashioned, I guess. I'm going to have to be, Bill Murray. Because Bill Murray is awesome. Oh, I get to have another one? Oh, this is... Well, I'm sorry, Dan Aykroyd is just as awesome. Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd, awesome team. Okay, what are we doing here? Okay, that's a trap. There we go. Oh, I see. So I trap and I have my buddy... No, I shoot and I have my buddy trap. Okay. So far, so good. Can't go through the door. More Slimers. I thought there was only one Slimer. How did he get cloned? Oh my god! Okay, that didn't happen. He slimed me. No, that wasn't even Slimer.
You've got mail.
What is that? Looks like a life-size creepy puppet. What is this? A little girl being harassed by... What are those? Happy face ghosts? Really? Come here. Stop spinning. Stop multiplying. He gave birth to a bunch of Kirby's. Follow the arrow. What's down here? Anything? Nope. Okay. Whoa, a chainsaw guy? Already? Darn, we're already in over our heads. Why does that look like RoboCop with a chainsaw? It's RoboCop with a chainsaw. Oh my god! Run! More Slimers. This game is kind of fun so far. Something's wrong with that sink. Is that supposed to be water? Oh! Whoa! Hello! How? How? What? Howdy! How you doing? The toilet is trying... That's not a toilet. The sink is trying to lick me. I gotta say, that's not normal. Being licked by the toilet. The sink, not the toilet. Thank God it's not the toilet trying to lick me. But anyway. Sinks shouldn't lick you either. This is not natural. No, you don't. No sneak attacks for you. At least there's arrows to show me where to go. That's nice. Ah! Okay, let's try that again without getting smashed. Hug the wall. No. You want... Oh, why do you get to be immune and not me? I forgot that Dan Aykroyd is immune to tables with wheels on them. I forgot about that from the movies. Catching ghosts. Catching Slimers. What? He just threw a hanger at me? Oh my god! Okay. Throwing hangers and chicken legs and stuff. Now this isn't somewhat... Would you trap him, please? Thank you. Do your job. Okay. Okay, that was somewhat challenging. Well, uh-oh, more RoboCop Chainsaw Men. Robo Leatherface? Robo Leatherface. Up. Didn't we come from this way? Hello. Goodbye. Oh boy. Oh, it's the courtroom scene from part 2. We're getting close to boss, aren't we? It's almost boss time. I gotta take care of these pesky chairs. Oh, it's gonna land on me! I guess I can't fight those. Okay, fine. So that's supposed to be the judge? Oh no, that was this vat of slime. Never mind. Oh my god! Hey! You! Ray! What's wrong with you, Ray? First, you say no when... First you say no when someone asks you if you're a god, and then you just stand there in the corner and let ghosts beat me to a pulp. That is supposed to be the slime. Okay, no, that's not happening. No! Hey! What's wrong with my partner? He just stands there. Arg! Oh, I see. Oh. Aha! Okay. The boss is, I guess you gotta zap long enough for him to turn pink. And then the other guy will go. What happened? What? Ray! What's wrong? Since when did Ray get retarded? He's supposed to be a genius like Egon! Arg! Arg! This game seemed cool at first, and then all of a sudden... The lackluster computer controls of your partner screws things up. There. I can tell I'm going to have a lot of trouble with you, Ray. And that's round 1. Ooh, we're in the subways already? We're going to the River of Slime. This is cool. So far, they're at least throwing in all the cool scenes from the movie. And you know what? Pickaxe guy. Are we in like Mega Man? But anyway, I guess I should talk about the movie. I'm one of the very few people who thinks Part 2 was great. I think it's like one of the better sequels ever. And I definitely think it's like one of the, probably not the most, but one of the most underrated sequels. It was just as fun and funny as the first one. I think it just got bad slack just because it's a sequel to Ghostbusters. People came in expecting it to be lackluster, and then their mind was so set when they left the theater, that's what they thought it was. I enjoyed it. It had a lot of great jokes. All the characters are just as awesome as the first. I think it was just as good as the first one. And it actually did some things better than the first one. I like the villain so much better. Vigo? Vigo was such an interesting and somewhat intimidating villain. I like Vigo. I might get a lot of crap from Ghostbuster fans, but I liked Vigo better than Gozer. I mean, Gozer was interesting. She looked creepy as heck, but she was only in there for like, what, 5 minutes, and then she turns into the Marshmallow Man. That was my beef for the first one. The climax was funny with the Marshmallow Man, but it wasn't that exciting, really. She turned into the Marshmallow Man. She storms to the skyscraper. They get a lot of funny one-liners off, like nobody steps on the church in my town. Then the Marshmallow Man climbs it, they blast him, he falls down, and then they decide to cross the streams, and then there's an explosion. I always thought the climax, I must have to get all the ghosts. The climax in the first one was much more exciting. They actually get for one thing, Vigo's throughout most of the movie. You actually get a feel of the character, not just introduced to him for 5 minutes at the end of the movie. And then at the end, they actually have a real, pretty cool climatic showdown with him. Okay. But yeah, climax of the second one is much better. So is the villain. Even though I'd say both movies are about the same, I enjoy them about the same. But a lackluster sequel? No. It's a good movie. Okay. That's a big hammer. The second one gave Winston a lot more to do. His scene in the subway is pretty funny. One of the funniest scenes in the movie. Where that train runs over him. That's cool that they gave him some things to do. They gave him some highlights in the movie. Okay, one got away, I suppose. Get over here, come on, thank you. We gotta find the... There he is. Yay! Okay. Oh, we get to ride a subway. Was that a Medusa head? Okay, now we got ghost heads. Ghost head bow tie. We got a little girl ghost head. A baby ghost? Oh, now we're just getting disturbing here. Oh my gosh. Mohawk ghost. Slimer is conducting the... Are you the conductor? Oh, he's like a boss. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, that. Okay. Oh, it was a phantom train. That's the train that runs over Winston in the movie. Okay. This game is kind of repetitive, but at the same time, it's kind of fun too. One thing I can say, it's better than the other two NES Ghostbusters. Part 1 and 2. The other ones, oh my gosh, so much better. This is the game we should have got. Why it wasn't released over here in the States, I will never know. It's not fair, I tell you. But then again, I guess in the end it kind of works out, because it gives me something interesting and new to Let's Play. Well, not new, but something I've never played before. Something until recently I didn't know existed. Just like Splatterhouse on the NES. That was a nice discovery. And that was fun playing through too. I really enjoyed that one. Okay, is there like a jump? There isn't a jump. Can we get through here this? Here we go. Hey! In the room, Einstein. Ray, you disappoint me. What are these supposed to be? I figured I would have nothing to worry about if I had Dan Aykroyd covering my back, but jeez, you're nothing but trouble. Ha! See what I did there? Nothing but trouble? Okay, I'll shut up. Cisco and Ebert gave nothing but trouble. Like, it was like almost #1 in their worst movies of the year that year. You know what? I really despise them. Nothing But Trouble was cute. Did not deserve to be the worst movie of the year. Maybe I'm biased because I'm just such a big fan of these guys. Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, John Candy. Man, the comedians of the 80s were so much better than what we have now. Oh my god, sorry. Cyclops killed me. I was too much ranting about comedians of yesteryear. Oh, how much further do I have to go? But yeah, I so miss John Candy and Chevy Chase. And well, Bill Murray's still working, but yeah, even him, his early stuff. Man, there's so many. John Belushi, James Belushi, Jim Belushi too, yeah. Rick Moranis. God, I miss all those guys. Well, what are we going on here? Oh yeah. Time to get to your defenses. I know I'm missing some great. I'm missing some great people from back then. Who else? Oh, there's a lot of them. And of course, Richard Pryor. Oh man, Richard Pryor is a hoot. Eddie Murphy back then was great. Oh man. comedies back then were so much better. What am I talking about? Most movies back then were so much better. Horror, action, comedy. Ninja Ghost is kicking my butt. And even earlier than 80s is better than now. I mean, I would pick Tim Conway and Don Knotts over most of the comedians nowadays. I'm sorry, but I would. Oh, you want to get him from the front. Okay. For once, you did something not stupid. Finally. Oh my gosh. Nope. Oh, there's another one I forgot. Another great one from back then. Steve Martin. He still works from time to time. But a lot of his early stuff's not as great as his older stuff. Okay, this is going to be tricky. Or not. My problem was I was trying to sneak up to the side instead of just walking up and blasting. Now we're just repeating room designs. Way to be repetitive, game designers. At least we got ghost ninjas. Okay. Oh yeah, durr. Oh yeah, come out to me, that's much better. That's much more convenient. You know, I don't hate all of the more recent comedians. I mean, I like, believe it or not, I like a lot of Adam Sandler's earlier movies. Happy Gilmore? Happy Gilmore I really, really liked. I really thought that movie was great. And, so his early movies are good. And you know, beginning to late 90s had some good comedians I liked. Sadly, most of them have passed away. I actually like Chris Farley. I thought his movies were fun. There's a few others from back then that passed away that I liked. I'm trying to remember their names. Okay, Cupid. Ghost Cupid. Oh, yeah. And speaking of old comedians from the 80s and so on, Steve Martin. I even like Steve Martin. He did some good stuff.